Let's move on to now fatherhood, right? What was going through your mind when you first found out you were going to be a father?
What was going through my mind, whether I was going to live long enough to see my kid.
So where was you at that point? Were you in jail? Were you just out
No,
in the
what
streets,
I'm,
but
what I'm
heavy with
talking,
it?
obviously I was involved in a lot of unhealthy activities on the street. I was involved in, obviously, the gang life, shootings, stabbings and so on. So I always expected to die before I was 21. That's a God's honest truth. People might say this is for camera, but I was always told you're going to be in jail doing life sentence or you're going to die before you're 21. Last week I reached 48, and that's unheard of for somebody like me. Do you know? But when it comes to fatherhood, my first son was conceived in Birmingham. It was conceived in Birmingham. The action happened in Birmingham. So I just let him big it up, yeah. So nah, but jokes aside, now when my son was my firstborn, I'm not even going to go into the long things and all that. But I never seen my son for weeks. I never found out till 2 days after he was born. I was on a Cat A wing in Strangeways. So I was a Cat A prisoner.
For the people watching that don't know what Cat A is or double A cat, can you explain it for them?
People say there's a thing called double A cat. There's no such thing as double A cat. There's high risk Cat A and a
Yeah.
Cat A. So Cat A is like they say that they give you a band like Cat B, Cat C, Cat D. Cat D's worry. Cat C, you might be a little bit of a worry. Cat B, you definitely are something to worry about. And Cat A is you're very very resourceful. So you might go by any means or to do something, or you might have connections out of town, abroad. You might have monetary access and financial things behind you. You might be dangerous and so on.
Okay.
And double Cat A, like you say, is not a double Cat A, it's Irish Cat A. That's what it's called. That's like the highest of the eye. You get put on a unit then. But if you're a Cat A in Strangeways, you get put on a unit anyway.
Oh, because it's a B cat jail, but they don't got Cat A
Yeah,
wing.
yeah. There's a few jails within the judicial system, the justice system in England that are Cat B jails, local jails that have a Cat A unit on it.
Alright. So how has becoming a father changed your outlook on life and how you carry yourself?
Becoming a father didn't make me change my outlook because I was still involved in stuff. I was still involved in stuff. I was still going to prison and so on like that, wasn't I? So that didn't change my outlook. It's coming out of jail changed my outlook. I knew that I had to do something different. Otherwise, I'd end up dead or I'd be in prison for the rest of my life.
Now that you're a father, how do you feel it's best to fix the stress and anxiety you caused the people that loved you from you being involved in the roads, whether it be your mom, rest in peace, or whether it be some friends looking out for you, you know what I mean?
I can only fix myself each day and try and do it for myself. And then, you know what a lot of people do? A lot of people think of others before they think about themselves and try and build bridges and all that. But they have to build the strength within and they have to let stuff resonate and work it out for themselves and then build the bridges and then make amends for all the wrongs you've done. I put my mum in so much stress you wouldn't believe. My mum used to say, the only time I can sleep, Darryl, is when you're in jail because I know you can't be killed. But you can't be killed in jail, but it used to be a bit easier for my mum to sleep.
That's deep still. See, normally I follow up with questions in here, right? But like I told you, I didn't want to make it go too heavy into that. But I keep forgetting that was the majority of your life.
Yeah, the majority of my life has been the roads and that in it, but right about now I'm 11 years almost out of jail. It's never been done for someone like me. I don't think for me. I'm not gonna categorize myself anybody else, but I've never stayed out of jail for so long in my life.
It's a good thing though, isn't it? Like, I'm not sure if you have a badge for it, like them people that stay sober every so
Oh,
often.
you're talking about a blue Peter badge.
Be like, yo, it's my 10th year anniversary of not being in jail.